Hey guys, welcome back to another Titus Diorama and ToyReviews. Now today I bring you a really special review, and that is of course of Hasbro's Marvel Universe 19-inch Galactus and 16-inch Sentinel figures. So let's go ahead and get to it. Alright guys, so first and foremost, I don't actually own these figures. I'm lucky enough to be able to borrow them from a co-worker of my wife's. His name is Jason, and he is looking to sell these, but he has allowed me to borrow them to give you guys a review. So thank you so much, Jason, if you're watching this video, for allowing me to do this. The reason why I don't actually have these particular figures in my collection, although they've been kind of on my bucket list to at least be able to hold, is because every time that I've seen them at cons, they've been really expensive. And usually when I'm at cons, I have multiple things I want to be able to pick up, and so these get pushed off to the side. The other big thing is, well, they're really large figures. As cool as they are, and as detailed as they are, they're really large figures. I just don't have anywhere to put them. But that stated, guys, I am feeling so privileged to actually have them here for you guys so you guys can see these. And I know these figures have been out for quite a while, but I wanted to do a quick review of both the figures for you. So let's go ahead and talk a bit about the figures. So first off, guys, they both share the same body molds. Except for the heads. The heads are different, and the gauntlets around their arms are different. Of course, Galactus has the skirt piece here, where the Sentinel doesn't, and they both have the plastic covering that goes over the top. That stated, they still look really amazing. I love the detail work in them. I love the coloration on them. The differences, the subtle differences, like the feet being different, and being able to see more of the midsection on the Sentinel does make them different enough so you don't really kind of recognize that they are on the same body mold. I love the head sculpt on Galactus as well as the Sentinel. I love the fact that the Sentinel has all the scratches on its shoulder plates from Wolverine attacking. And I do want to make a side note. These are actually from the 3¼ inch line. They both came with, and I could be wrong, and if I am, please correct me in the comments below, but I know for a fact that the Galactus came with a 3¼ inch Silver Surfer, and I'm pretty sure that this version of the Sentinel came with a 3¼ inch Wolverine. Overall, guys, I'm ecstatic that I have them here to show you guys, and I've been kind of playing around a bit with them and just kind of admiring them being here on my desk. Both of them have lights and sounds, and I'll play those in a second, but I want to quickly go over their articulation. Neither of the heads have any articulation in them or in the neck area. That's mainly due to the light up feature and of course the voice that comes out. They both have swivels at the hip. The arms can do a full 360. They can do a full lift up on the side. The biceps swivel. The elbows do about a 90-degree bend. The legs can kick forward, go back a little bit. They do have a 90-degree bend at the knees. The Sentinel one is a little stiff, and this not being my figure, I'm not going to go ahead and force that. And the ankles do move a little bit forward and backward. There is no ankle tilt on them though. But for a figure of this size, I'm okay with that style of articulation. The other big difference between the two articulations is The fact that Galactus has the skirt, if you want to call it, does interfere with how far his legs can do the splits or kick forward or backwards. You can rotate the ball joints up here so you can get more range if you want to. And Galactus doesn't have anything on his arm that interferes with the full rotation of the hand, whereas the Sentinel does have the little arm spots here, as you can see, and that does interfere a little bit with how far you can move his hand around. The coloring on these guys came out, the paint came out well. There's really nothing I can say bad about either of these figures. So let's go ahead, guys, and we'll play some of those lights and sounds that they have, and then we'll do some comparisons with some other figures I have in my collection. So let's go ahead with Galactus first. And finally, one more. Now, I want to point out he does have a lot more than just that, but we'll move over to the Sentinel.
Sentinel under attack. Halt, fugitive mutant. System breach. Alpha level mutant detected. Halt, mutant. Sentinel power core breached. Purge power core. Beta level mutant detected. System meltdown. Power core failure in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ejecting power core. XMen must be detained. Mutant life form detected. Halt.
So guys, as you can see, they have a lot of different play features with this. So let's move on to some comparisons with some other Marvel Legend figures that I have. And I'll see if I can wrangle up a couple other figures that are bigger in scale so you guys can kind of see the way they look beside them. Alright, so guys, as you can see, Galactus and these Sentinel figures do tower over the standard Marvel Legends. Now, the first line that I have in front of them, of course, are the Build-A-Figures that I have in my collection, and that is Juggernaut, Onslaught, and Apocalypse. And these figures are designed to be a bit taller than the standard Marvel Legends, as you can see in the front row. However, these two figures, like I said, tower way over top of them. Of course, we then have Cyclops, Omega Red, Wolverine, Psylocke, and Storm in the front row. And again, I think they pair up amazingly to these two really large figures. Alright guys, and finally, here they are beside my Crow, my Raphael, my Yellow Jacket Predator, and my Wolverine over here. And as you can see, again, they're extremely tall figures. Alright guys, so overall I have to say these figures are just downright amazing. And honestly, I have to admit, I'm really sad that I do not have the room in my house to have these guys in my collection. So with that stated, I do have to once again thank Jason for allowing me to be able to review these guys for you, and also allowing me to say I've actually held these guys in my hands. If you have the money and you have the room, I definitely would recommend that you pick up both of them. And in the case of the Sentinel, I would suggest you might want to get a couple of these guys to face off against your Marvel Legends. If you check out eBay or Amazon, you should still be able to pick these guys up there. And I'm not going to lie, they're not cheap. As always, guys, I hope that you really enjoyed this video. I've had a blast putting this one together for you. Please stay tuned. I am going to have a few photos of these guys facing off against some of my Marvel Legends collection. And as always, guys, if you've liked the video, please make sure you've clicked the like button below. Also, make sure you leave a comment if you want to let me know how you thought this video went. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, by all means, click the subscription button. Also, click on that notification button so you can be updated whenever I release new content. And as always, guys, stay nerdy. .16-inch Sentinel figures.